Good morning, fellow Clashaholics. It's your old buddy Crunchy Frog again. And look at this Serenity Now base. And as you can see, I just upgraded him to Town Hall 9. Pretty good. He's the first of my new little accounts to make level 9. And still has level 8 troops. Pretty much everything's level 8 except for the fact that he now has some crossbows. He has access to the Minion Prince, who I think I've got the Minion Prince upgrading right now, don't I? Let's see. And if he's not upgrading, then he's going to get upgrading again. Yeah, he just got finished. Okay. So all our builders are busy, but we did collect some stars. So let's go ahead and hop into a match. Okay. We got a progress base here. And these bases are... they are what they are. So, where do we want to start? I guess we'll start here and run through the defenses and head up around the block. And we'll deploy Rodrigo. And this gang is going to be heading out in this direction. Guess we could probably whittle down some of these buildings to make it go a little faster. These progress bases, they're not like regular bases. Oh, here we have all the walls. Let's see how deeply into these walls my wall breakers can delve. Oh, they're not going deep, they're going wide. Okay, well, you gotta do something with them, you know. Let's go and deploy a king up here, just for the fun of it. We'll back him up with a couple wizards. We put a couple wizards over here. Just sprinkle them around. Yep, just good, wholesome family fun. And we'll swag our spells all over the place. It doesn't really matter. All the armies instantly cook. It's just an old habit. Oh boy, that's 4 times loot bonus. Yeah, my treasury's completely full. And I collected all my stars. My builders are all busy. And now we'll go to one of my other new bases. It's good to check in with these guys once in a while. I know some of you have interest in the little baby bases to see how they're growing up. You know, they're kind of almost hitting puberty. They're just young teenagers right now. They're starting to feel strange emotions and notice things they didn't notice before. But we have some stars to earn here. We got 4 builders that we can actually set to working right now so we can use up some of this loot. Let's use them on expensive stuff so we can have plenty of space in our storages for all the loot we want to get. That previous base, the Serenity Now base, that is a base that's going to top out at level 10. This is the base that is going to top out at level 9. And the next one is going to top out, the next one, the youngest one, the Fightin' Froggy base, the next one I'm going to show you, is going to top out at Town Hall 8, which means it's just going to max where it is. So we're going to have all the bases from level 8 on up, which I think would be kind of a cool thing. Have one of each, or multiples of the higher up levels. Let's get these guys going. Let's go and crack open some of these walls. Sprinkle in those wizards. Let's go ahead and rage these guys up so they get moving a little bit through there. Those P.E.K.K.A.s are pretty slow. You have to sort of help them along. And since there's nothing in the clan castle, we'll just drop a poison over here for no real reason. Other than we can. Old Rodrigo's still alive. Now he's gone. He's gone to that cabana house in the sky. And like I said before, this is the easiest and most foolproof Town Hall 8 army. There are other armies you can use, Balloonian, Mass Hogs. You can even use dragons, but I don't like using dragons at this level because the dragons, well, not the dragons so much as the lightning spells are really terrible at this level. And the capacity to hold spells is really low. Alright, here we go. This guy's got a nice little set of loot on him too. Okay. We'll pop a wizard over here to take care of that builder hut. And the queen can summon forth her cabana boy. Let's go and crack open these compartments over here. And send in the wizard firepower. Let's get these guys hurried up a little bit. Now these P.E.K.K.A.s are probably just going to hang out around this edge. Let's juice up the cabana boy so he gets his act together. We want him to get as much damage done while he's still alive. And nothing in the clan castle, so we're just going to drop our poison in the corner there for no reason. And you see how quickly all this happens with this army. There's really no excuse for anybody to not be able to take out Town Hall 8 bases. Super easy. It's just about the most dominant and foolproof army in the game. Man, look at those elixir collectors or storages. They're just big and fat, full of loot. You see this little wizard hanging out with the queen. He's got a little crush on her. And since the cabana boy isn't around, he thinks he has a shot. Okay, our star bonus. And of course the blacksmith over here is full. So just to keep them from wasting ore that I get in, I'm going to go ahead and use a little bit there. Okay. And we'll go to my other little tiny base. The little Fightin' Froggy base, the very newest of the new. And we'll go around, we'll do the yard work and hopefully find a couple gems here and there. As you can see, we're almost 500 gems away from getting that 5th builder. Let's go ahead and, I think the last thing I have to research here is the barbarians. Now this space right here, once it gets maxed out at 8, then that's where it's going to stay. And it's always going to be the littlest base. The little Fightin' Froggy base. But let's go ahead and get all his builders going. Which raises the question, why would I even spend gems to get another builder? And that's a good question. Why would I? Because he's not going to be upgrading past Town Hall 8. So what really is the point, right? Maybe I'll spend it on hero skins or something. But as you can see, I've got the P.E.K.K.A army all lined up. But how about we just do something a little bit different, just simply because we've been using the P.E.K.K.A army all morning. Let's do something a little more challenging. The Balloonian army, which is one of my favorites, just purely because it's fun launching those balloons. Okay. These balloons are going to have to travel some distance to get in there at those air defenses. But if we can take out the sweeper, and that air defense, we can weaken that one and weaken that one up a little bit. And we'll send the queen in, and she'll of course summon Rodrigo. Now, get those balloons heading in there towards those air defenses. We can sprinkle some minions out here on the outside edges to help clean up. There we go. Now look at that. Almost all the balloons are down. Can you believe that? He must have had something in his... Yeah, you can tell he had some minions in his clan castle. Well, that's most unfortunate. Yeah, minions. Don't let them pick on you. There you go. Oh, those are some motivated minions over there. Very good. What, my queen died? The king probably came over and did some domestic violence on her. You see, this is the risk of the Balloonian army. You're not always going to get a win. That was pretty bad. We thought we had them lined up, but they had our number. Okay, well, let's go ahead and use the dragon army. We'll put the queen in. The P.E.K.K.A and wizards is just far superior to all these other armies. Okay, we have the air sweeper pointing in this direction. And we don't bring lightning with because lightning is pretty much useless. Let's get the queen going on this side to maybe take out that air defense in the very corner. And then we'll come in from this side. Our big problem is going to be the air defense on the other side of the town hall down there, because we're going to be coming in from this direction. Let's put a dragon over there to start funneling this side over here. And really the most effective thing that you can do is just to bring in all your dragons and then rage them up. Let's go ahead and put a poison on that queen over there. And just try to get through this base as quickly as possible using the rage spells. But this is why I don't really care to use dragons at this level. It's pretty dicey. Now it looks like we might actually have this one, but it's not nearly as dependable as the P.E.K.K.As and wizards. Yeah, we should have this one locked up. But these dragons, they're not as powerful, and you can't use the lightning spells to take out all the air defenses. So it's a little bit of a gamble. It's still a pretty decent army, but it's, compared to the P.E.K.K.As and wizards, it's a real gamble. But you gotta love the dragons no matter what. The dragons are good. Now I notice I don't have the Hog Rider army. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna create a Hog Rider army here. And what you want is maybe 2 P.E.K.K.A.s, just to do some cleanup and cause some trouble. And then you want, actually, let's go ahead and take a couple of those out so we can load up some wall breakers. And just a bunch of heal spells. And a poison for any skeletons that start chasing the Hog Riders around. Okay. Let's go and use this army. Pretty good army to use at this level. Good. Right away we find ourselves a base. Now we have a king up here. The king can cause a lot of problems for the Hog Riders. So we're going to send the queen down here. Deploy Rodrigo, of course. Put some P.E.K.K.A.s down on this side. And now that the mortars over there are all targeting the P.E.K.K.A.s, let's break those walls for those P.E.K.K.A.s. And it's kind of a high maintenance army. You have to sort of follow them around and heal them up. Make sure they stay healthy. But they should be able to make it through the base pretty nicely. Take out all the defenses. And then after they're finished, they'll help clean up the base. But a lot of times you don't have very many left. That's why you bring the P.E.K.K.A.s along. So the P.E.K.K.A.s can more reliably clear up the base. Oh boy, yep, that's the end of my Hog Riders right there. The 2 giant bombs next to that bomb tower. That's a hog killing compartment right there. But that's why we have the P.E.K.K.A.s. Is because you need somebody to come along and clean up if the Hog Riders all die. Which happens, you know, I'd say like 50% of the time. But we still have a minute and a half here. Plenty of time for P.E.K.K.A.s and the witch. Not the witch. The Archer Queen. And her trusty Rodrigo, who's currently tearing buildings apart looking for that tequila and triple sec. He's gonna have to make margaritas later on for the Archer Queen. She's very demanding. She's what you'd call a high maintenance girl. But what do you expect? She's a queen. She's royalty. And she likes her men big and bald. Look at that guy. That guy can rub a mean foot. Okay, we got the bonus there. Let's go ahead and take the hogs out one more time. This guy's got a lot of high-level stuff. This should be a good test for our Hog Riders. Okay, he's got those 4 mortars deployed. Where's the bomb tower? Okay, the bomb tower's right next to the town hall. Okay. That could cause some issues. Well, there's no time like the present. Let's march the queen in and have her call Rodrigo up. And we'll go ahead and break open some of these compartments. Come on. And now that stuff is being tanked, let's trot those merry Hog Riders in. And whenever they start taking some damage, we gotta heal them up. Keep them healthy, especially around that bomb tower. It's our main force here. Let's keep them going. I think the queen died. I don't know how that happened, but these things will happen. It's not a foolproof army. Like I said, the P.E.K.K.A.s and the Wizards, that's the foolproof army. It's It's always a gamble when you take out the Pekkas or you take the Hog Riders out to play, because if they have anything in their clan castle, that's also going to be a major problem for the Hogs. But luckily enough of them survived that they can help with the cleanup here. So we don't need to have the Archer Queen or Rodrigo. Now hopefully they will all wander into giant bombs. That's another hog killer. Are those giant bombs. And we have 2 Pekkas also, so we're looking good. It gets a little dicey there, but hog success. Okay, we got our star bonus. We're completely full on loot. But anyway, I guess that'll be it for now. And hope you guys are having a good one. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you like watching Clash of Clans stuff. And you're also a Clashaholic. And until then, I'll see you next time, see? Yeah.